Hello there guys, so today's tutorial is going to be all about a turn that is very similar to the real turns that we played around with when I first started doing these beginner tutorials about a year ago, but it's going to be a variation where you're going to tuck the poi behind you as you make those turns. This is actually going to be your first introduction to a more advanced poi topic called body tracing, but this particular variant of it isn't that terribly hard to learn. You're going to start off with your poi both rotating backwards in wheel plane, that is, on each side of you, and you're going to drop both poi behind your shoulders. You're going to almost imagine that you're going to put them on like a backpack. You're going to turn 180 degrees, and you can either spin on your toes or you can turn your entire body as you do so. And when you finish that turn, you're going to pull your poi back out, rotating forwards in wheel plane, right? So again, we start reverse in wheel plane, put it on like a backpack, turn, pop them out. Again, we start reverse, put them on like a backpack, turn, and pop them out. And as you're doing this, I want you to practice actually giving yourself a shorter count that you let them stay behind your back. So to start with, say 3, 2, 1, and out. Then go 3, 2, and out. Then just 1 and back out. And what you'll notice is that if you give yourself an ever shorter window of time to accomplish that turn in, it actually still becomes a very, very smooth motion. If you want to go back the other direction, it's a little trickier because gravity doesn't help you out as much, but essentially what you're going to want to do is from this place where they're spinning forwards, you're going to want to tuck them up underneath your armpits as though you're trying to tag your shoulder blades with your poi heads. And as you do so, once again, you're going to turn 180 degrees, and literally they just fall back out on either side of you. Yeah? Now, this, unfortunately, there's not a kind of training wheels way of doing it, like dropping behind your shoulders and turning, like there is on the other way. You're just going to have to take what you've learned from going this direction and apply it to having your poi pop up rather than down. And those eagle-eyed among you will realize that once you get this move down, what you're actually doing is creating a flower that is an in-spin 2-pedal, wherein the pedals are both behind your back. Pretty cool, huh? And of course, if you want to, you can start playing around with, say, doing the same thing in opposites, perhaps, which isn't that terribly difficult in and of itself. You can pop 1 behind your back as you turn, and then again, pop 1 behind your back as you turn. So it's a very fun process, and personally, I think it looks really cool. Whoops. Yeah. So, play around with that, have fun with that, and I will see you guys again next Friday for another tutorial. Thanks so much for tuning in. Peace.